Hi, my name is Cindy Rang with the Fabric Patch in Ephrata, Washington, and our website is fabricpatch.net, and we are going to do block number 9 of our Westport Block of the Month. Okay, block number 9. This one is one of the easiest ones, but it goes together a little weird, so I'm going to show you, but it's kind of a really cool block, and it's this one right up here. I really like it, and when we look on your pattern, of course, it almost has, it's this, instead of sitting diagonal, it's straight up and down. And then of course, as always, she shows you, if you have the kit from us, she tells you exactly the colors that she's using, but we are doing it in a little bit scrappier version, so we're going to show you the fabrics that we used. So, all right, so let's go ahead and look at the board. Okay, so as usual, if you are just now joining us, this is block number 9 in a series, and you'll be able to see block 1 through 8 in previous videos. So I'm not going to go over some of the other cutting stuff. This particular block is super simple because it's really just a bunch of half square triangles in 3 different colors, and then one larger one, and then one square. And this is what we're going to do per block. And on her pattern, there's a couple things to note. One is that this is the cutting for the twin size. This is the cutting that you need to do for the king, because of course we're going to make 2 of these blocks if you're doing the twin, and we're going to make 3 of them if you're doing the king. One other thing just to mention, I mention every time, is that she has you cut a 1.5 inch strip for a little block sashing, and I just suggest you cut that a tiny bit bigger just for a little bit of insurance, so that when you piece everything together, if your block has ended up being a little bit smaller, then life will not be quite so terrible. All right, so we're going to start with our square, and these are the colors that we chose. And so with our square, we're going to make a square and a square. And so we do that by putting our 2 background blocks. So our little seam allowance, press that open, and then you're going to do this one. And you're going to do the same thing, lay that down, sew that one down, sew that one down, press that open, and then what will happen is this little guy is going to go right in the center here. I should have had one of these pieced just to show you, but you kind of know the drill now. We've been doing this enough. It's going to look just like that. And then this was the part that was a little bit weird because of the way that she pieced it together. So what she actually did is she started with this center piece here, and so she then went ahead and sewed these 2 together, and then sewed this one on, sewed these 2 together, and sewed this one on, and then she did this little partial thing. So if you look at this, it kind of makes sense the way that it goes, because these 3 are pointing that way. And then so then you kind of know that it's going to be this one and this one. It's going to be this one. And oh, these were some chain piecing, because what's really nice is that the way that these go together. Oh, that's not what you need. You need this one. And you need this one. And so see what happens is these 3 are pointing out, these 3 are pointing out, these 3 are pointing in, pointing in. So you'll sew those 4 together and sew those on. You'll sew those 4 together and sew those on. And once you've done that, you have these other pieces, and these are a little bit larger, and that's what's going to go on these corner pieces. And then you'll trim that up just a little bit to be able to give you this square block. And it's going to look sort of like that. I think it's a really cool block. The only part was the first time when I made it, I kept getting a little confused about this, but then I saw that there is a real definite pattern there that's happening. Does that make sense? These 2 go on, these 4 go together, they go on, these 4 go together, they go on, corner pieces. All right. Okay, that's it. So either 2 or 3 of those, that was block number 9, and then We have block number 10 left. We've already done 11 and 12. Those were in a previous video. So then the last thing that will be left after our last block is how to put everything together with this really cool setting technique. So we're sort of excited to show you that. I think that makes a really striking quilt. So, all right, almost done. See you next time.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.